This is Pre-Algebra, and today we're working on part 2 of our lesson about adding and subtracting integers. Make sure that you add the title to your Cornell notes. Again, use pause and replay if you missed part of the video. As a reminder, integers, think to yourself, what are integers? Integers are positive and negative whole values, so they do not include fractions, nor do they include decimals. We used a number line last time to try to solve our problems. We learned that you move in a positive direction when you add and a negative direction when you subtract. I'm going to show you a different way to think about those problems today. And today we're going to think about them as positive things and negative things. Positive things make you happier, they move you in a positive direction. Negative things make you sadder, they move you in a negative direction. And I'm going to color code my work. Positive numbers I'm going to color code as a positive thing. Negative numbers I will color code as a negative thing. My positive things are going to be pink. We will call them chocolates. And my negative things are going to be blue. We'll call them detentions. So here we go. Let's try a few problems similar to what we had yesterday. 3 plus negative 2. We did that yesterday. But today we're going to think of it as 3 positive things, 3 pieces of chocolate I found in my backpack this morning. And then someone's going to give me 2 negative things, 2 detentions. Well, 3 pieces of chocolate will make me 3 happy. That's where I'll start. But then if someone gives me 2 detentions, even though they're giving them to me, giving me a detention does not make me happier. It makes me sadder. Positive 3, but then being given 2 negative things means that I just end up at 1. I move 3 positive, but then giving me negative things moves me back 2. Let's think of it this way. I wake up in the morning and I have 3 detentions from yesterday. Oh my goodness. And then someone gives me 2 more detentions. Wait a second, if I have 3 detentions and someone gives me 2 more detentions, I have 5 detentions in all, don't I? That's going to be negative 5 because I have 3 detentions and then I have 2 more detentions. Let's try it this way. I have 3 pieces of chocolate and then someone takes away 2 of my detentions. Now think about that for a moment. 3 pieces of chocolate is clearly something that makes me happy. That's positive. Taking away detentions, that makes me feel better too, doesn't it? I don't have to serve that detention. So if I have a positive 3, that's where I am on my line, and then someone takes away 2 of my detentions, I become 2 more happy. 3 plus 2 more pieces of happiness here, because they took away my detentions, would move me to 5. Last one. I have 3 detentions, and then someone takes away 2 of my detentions. Well, that's exciting. I had 3 detentions. Someone's taking away 2 of my detentions. That's going to leave me with just 1 detention, 1 negative thing. You can use either system for solving these problems, either the number line or the positive and negative things. Both are equally successful. Please feel free to use colors if they help make your math more successful. Let's look at some problems with some larger digits. They work the same way, but I want you to see some strategies for these, as well as some that have multiple numbers, more than just 2. Here we go. I have 100, and I want to subtract negative 16. Okay, if we think about this the way we did yesterday, we started 100, that's positive. Subtracting a negative means I'm going to add 16. If you can't do that in your head, maybe on the side of your paper I would write out a problem. 100 plus 16, and I would get 116. So this would be 116. Or, if I want to try it this way, my number 100 is positive, so I have 100 pieces of chocolate. That's a lot of chocolate. And then someone is taking away 16 of my detentions. Don't know why we had so many, but that's okay. If we take away 16 detentions, we become happier. So I'm already 100 ways of happy. Someone makes me 16 more ways of happy. I still get 116. Let's try the next one. Here I'm starting at negative 75. So on a number line, I'm pretty far to the left. I'm all the way down at negative 75. And then we're going to add 15. I add 15, I'm moving 15 to the right. Is 15, if I'm starting at negative 75, is 15 far enough to bring me to 0? No. It would take 75 to get all the way back to 0. Is it far enough to take me up to a positive number? No. I'd have to go past 75. So I'm at negative 75 and I want to move 15 more. As I move to the right, it's kind of like counting down. 75, 74, 73, 72, 71. What I might do is I might either take 75 and count 15 backwards to get to my negative answer, or I might just subtract them. 75 minus the 15 that I'm going to move in this direction would leave me at 60. It is, of course, a negative 60 because I was at negative 65, or excuse me, negative 75, and I only moved 15 towards 0. That's not far enough to move into a positive answer. I'm still in the negatives. I'm still at negative 60. If we're thinking about that as positive and negative things, I'm starting with 75 detentions. That's quite a lot. But then someone is giving me 15 pieces of chocolate. Now we're going to assume that each piece of chocolate cancels out a detention. So let's see how many get canceled out. If I have 75 detentions and we cancel out 15, well, what is 17? What is 75? Take away 15 of them. It's 60. That means that I would still have 60 ways of negative. I'd still be 60 on the negative side. When you come to a problem that has 3 numbers, solve it 2 at a time. So 23 minus negative 15, we can think of this as 23 plus 15. If you need to, you could do some scratch work on the side to solve that. That would be 38. See, I'm just dropping down my work and I'm showing each step. That was my first 2 numbers. Now let's do the number I missed, minus 28. I'm going to drop that down here so I can finish solving my problem. 38 minus 28 is 10. If we do this as positive and negative things, I'm starting at 23. I have 23 pieces of chocolate. Yum, yum. Then someone takes away 15 detentions. We'll solve that first. If I have 23 positive things, and then someone takes away 15 negative things, that makes me 15 happier. 23 plus 15 more, that would give me a positive 38. Then, somebody is going to take away 28 of them. So I'm 38 ways of happy, and someone is taking away 28 pieces of my happiness here. That leaves me with 10 happy pieces still.